Hey, I'm Kev and welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the Rider career as we're looking to bounce back with Patrick McDonald in Argentina. And once again, we have some beautiful clear conditions here for the second round of the season. Of course, it's under the lights in Qatar, the cell where Patrick McDonald definitely did show pace. He also showed the bad side as well. So we're looking to clean it up here on a very tough circuit. One of the modern circuits as well on the calendar. A beautiful flowing circuit as well. Great challenge on these two wheels. Especially with the tyre wear as well. We saw that again in Qatar late in the race. Tyre wear becoming an issue. It will definitely become an issue here as well. As he goes a bit wide onto the back straight. Leading into the hairpin, which is definitely the best passing spot on the circuit. Then we saw some slipstream battles in Moto3, he did. McDonald want to be the same in Moto2, no doubt it will be. He also qualified pretty poorly though. In Qatar, looking to improve that here as well. He qualified the lower reaches for the top 20. Hopefully you can improve that to at least a row further up. Be tough around the circuit where the opponents are a bit tougher. And I say conditions are tougher. We've got beautiful clear skies though, under the sunshine. Serve the lights. You can feel the front dragging for McDonald here. Under braking. And stops too much there into the right hander. Tried to carry speed on the exit, got a bit messy. You can see the rear not biting at all under braking. Almost into the pit lane. We go onto the front straight 45.6. That's way off the pace from McDonald. It needs at least a couple of seconds to be decent. Let's see what you can do on this lap then. You can hit apexes, be smooth the power. Not quite. Once again the rear. Got no suction. It's not a Dyson Hoover. It's like a snake on ice. It goes wide onto the back straight, but he's around half a second up on his previous effort. That's good. Again, he probably needs a second at least in its sight. Couple seconds, second and a half. Let's see Bagnaia, 44.3. Then Piscini with a 42.9. That's what McDonald has to aim for. 2.7 seconds in front. And look at that, he's 0.8 of a second down to the Italian. He gets into the right hand to chuck the bike out the corner. Then you've got to be careful on the power on the exit. So you just spin up that wheel. Slow you down, and in the worst case, it causes you to crash as well. He goes into the final set. He's a second off Piscini. That's definitely better. As he'd be a second and a half or thereabouts faster in his first effort. They get into the final corner, breaking into the pit lane. No bite at all. As he does a 44 for that. And as you can see, that's nowhere near the front once again, with Morbidelli on pole with a 42.3 ahead of Marcus. Now 36 thousandths of a second separates them, with Luti in third, Livia fourth, Piscini fifth, Nakagami in sixth. Bagnaia is further down the grid. But we've got Baldassarre, the other Italian, in seventh, ahead of Shirota. Once again, our teammate qualifying well, with Savi in ninth, and Danny Kent running out the top 10. But there's Patrick McDonald on the fifth row. So he's moving up towards that top 10 in the middle of the fifth row alongside Bagnaia. That's where I said him. And Dominique Agutter, the class veteran, the Swiss rider, in the 13th row. So on the Suter as well. As joining Kent on the fourth row is Marini and Fabio Quartararo. Where's our other teammate? Cortese down in 21st on the 7th row with the Spaniard at the back. So can Patrick McDonald score his first points in Moto2? As unlike the last race, McDonald's gone for an all-medium tyre setup on the front and the rear for the first time in his career. Let's see if the tyres will last then for the whole of this race. Hopefully he doesn't get swamped like this into the first corners. There is Green still in 14th. As looking further back, you got Raffin, of course McDonald clashed with in Qatar, leading the 8th row. Then you got Brad Binder leading the 9th, Nakashima the 10th. So here's McDonald revving up the engine, waiting for the lights to appear and go out for this 6-lap race, and that's a mega start once again, leaping towards the top 10 already as he gets behind the Tech 3 of Xavi. As it gets a bit messy in this site, Baldassarri's lost out. But there is McDonald into the top 10. Going around the outside of Xavi, looking down the inside of Marini and his teammate up into 7th. Fantastic beginning. Well, Kenyon, and oh, his teammate gets into him, Shirota. What are you doing, you madman? As McDonald did have some clashes with Cortese in Qatar, and now he's doing it with Shirota as well. At the beginning of this Argentine race, he outbrakes himself into the hairpin, goes wide, but holds on to 7th. As you've got Olivier and Luti battling in front, Baldassarri and Shirota dropped down to 10th now as the German after that madness. Onto the back straight with Quarter up to 9th, head of the Italian. And all McDonald braking too deep again. He's got no braking feel around this track. Drops down to 13th. Behind his teammate, behind Baldassarri and Bagnaia. But gets down the inside of a couple of Italians, does he? Was that Dominic Agata? Swiss rider in front. McDonald is trying to get past down the inside, up into 11th. And now he's got Baldassarri in front. And then into the final couple of corners. And for once, he's actually made it into the apex of that penultimate corner, looking down the inside of Baldassarri, but it holds on around the outside. So you've got Courtois and Marini in front. Got Agata and Bagnaia battling behind us onto the second lap. McDonald in 11th. After a fantastic start, up to 7th. Dropped back a few places, but immediately gets back into the top 10 at the beginning of this second lap. Morbidelli the fastest lap. He's got Olivier and Marcus battling for second. KTM and the Mark VDS bike. And here goes McDonald diving down the inside of Courtois. We've got Marini in front. Got Xavi in 7th. As that's a beautiful run onto the back straight for McDonald. Oh, he gets into Marini, trying to get into that slipstream of the Tech 3, which he did really well with Remy Gardner in Qatar. Now he's doing it for his teammate. And he's going round the outside of the Spaniard. Is he into the hairpin? Nails his brake and is up into 7th. Great move from the Kenyan. And now you can see the top 6 in front of us spreading out in the second lap with Nakagami in 6th. Almost a second in front. Breaks a bit earlier into the right-hander. Struggles to get the power down and look at that rear wheel spinning. But he keeps the bike upright and he holds on to 7th, defends slightly into the left-hander from the Spaniard. As that is definitely McDonald's weakest sector. You can see a second behind Nakagami now. He's battling hard for 5th. As we go towards the end of this second lap. McDonald taking the very tight line. We've got Morbidelli and Oliveira battling for the win, and it's like the Italians in front of the Portuguese rider now. It's on to the third lap. We've got Nakagami battling Passini for that top 5. Veteran Italian have a very good start to the season. McDonald doing it for Suter. Do it for Dynavolt. Do it for the Germans. Done a cracking race, and there's over the back of Nakagami. Heading onto the back straight, trying to do the up and under. Trying to cut back on the Japanese rider. Not quite working, but he's getting the toe. He's getting the toe of Passini, is he, as well? Is that Nakagami getting that toe? He breaks a bit early into the hairpin, but he's diving it down the inside the Japanese rider. Down the inside Passini as well. He's just meandering through that corner. Up into the top 5 for the first time in Moto2 is McDonald. He's got Thomas Luthi in front, in 4th, the veteran Swiss rider. He's seen it all in this class. Especially seen lots of riders do that, run very wide after making a move. And so McDonald, all that work, dropped back to 7th behind the pair, but he's strong in the first half of the lap. He's strong in the last bit of the lap as well, taking a net down the inside Nakagami. Into the left-hander. Oh, 2 down the inside Nakagami. But into the right, into the penultimate corner. Gets down the inside of the Japanese rider, down the inside of the Italian as well. Can he hold him off through the left kink? Heading onto the front stretch. It's 5th for McDonald. Heading into the second half of this race. Fantastic moves. But you've got a bit of a gap to Luti in front. And then you've got the Mark VDS pair with Oliveira. And it looks like it's Marquez in third. Well, Morbidelli and Oliveira are attached at the hip at the front. Let's see what McDonald can do then. Will the tyres hold up? Will he hold up as well? As he's around 3/4 of a second behind Luti. Say similar distance to Prassini behind, so you won't be worrying about slipstream in front or behind in this back straight. Just be worried about nailing his braking, which he has done, and so is Morbidelli ahead of Oliveira now. They're sort of losing that rear. As McDonald but holds on as Nakagami gets past Prassini for 6th. Look at almost a second gap behind. McDonald gaining on Luti all the time, just half a second behind the Swiss rider. He short shifts it up to 3rd. That's a short shift through the right-hander. Tyres are hardly worn though, that's the good thing. Then into his final couple of laps, tyre wear should not be that much of an issue. As he loses around half a second in that sector to Luti. And through the left hander, just got to pick the spot where you nail that power. And into the final couple of corners, nailing that apex, looking down the inside of Luti. Through the final corner, looks like Prassini's got back past Nakagami. It's onto the penultimate lap of the race. McDonald is gaining on 4th. Maybe hasn't given up on the podium yet. Marcus not that far in front of Luti. Of course, not far in front of Marquez. It's the leading pair. Well, here's McDonald over the back of the Intuitive machine. So he's losing the rear. Just about holds on though. He's got over a second gap to Prassini behind, and he's got the slipstream of Luti, does he? Just about on this back straight on this penultimate lap. Not close enough to make a move though. Into the hairpin. Or is he? Luti left the door wide open. McDonald had a go. Trying to hold it round the outside. Oh, Luti wants to get the elbows out, but McDonald does make it stick for 4th. What a move. The second half in front is Marquez. But Luti gets him back on the run out the right hander. Look at that rear tyre flailing for help. Here goes McDonald trying to look back past Luti into the left. How about into the next left? He's made quite a few moves there. He does it again. So into 4th is McDonald. Can he chase down Marcus on the final lap of the race though? It'd be very hard. Huge gap in front to the Mark VDS rider. And Luti's still right on his tail. As the tyres are around halfway worn on both front and rear. And the almost 2-second gap he's got to make up on his final lap. I don't think he'll do it, but still. Fantastic ride from McDonald. Just a mistake on the opening lap. But apart from that, this is the bounce back he's needed after Qatar. Gets the bike into that left-hander. Really is learning to balance that throttle in the rear. Look at almost half a second gained on Marquez. He's number the devil ahead of Luti behind. Down this back straight, got a helicopter hovering. Near of the circuit again. That'd be very boring for the helicopter pilot. Just hovering there. Someone chooses to nail the throttle. It's got Nakagami and Piscini still battling like a hell. We've got McDonald still gaining like a hell on Marquez. Or is it too little too late for the Suter rider? Does Piscini back past Nakagami again? Really is not giving up, the Italian veteran. On the Japanese one, he's actually a veteran in this category as well in Moto2. Been here for a number of years. As all McDonald's lost all that time he's gained on Marquez in the next sector. Sailing into the final couple of corners, he's got to defend slightly from Lucy behind. Well, I think he's going to hold on as Oliveira wins on his KTM. Had the Mark VDS pair and then McDonald. It was a superb race. In fourth. From the middle of the fifth, throw up 10 places. And just 4 seconds off the win in the end. Didn't do the fastest lap, but very consistent around those 43, 44 marks. With those lap times. Fantastic ride from Patrick McDonald. If he just didn't make that mistake on the opening lap, who knows? He could have maybe even grabbed the podium here in Argentina. He's half a second ahead of Luti with Marcus 2.5 in front of him. As Olivia won by a 10th of a second. Fantastic ride from the Portuguese rider. With Bassini in 6th, Nakagami 7th, Bagnaia 8th, Baldassari 9th, and Savi ran out of the top 10 of Marini, Agata, Quartaro, Corsi on the speed up, and Kent on the Suter grabs the final point ahead of Hernandez, Binder, Shirota, Pons, Sorin, Gardner, and Sandro Cortese down in 22nd ahead of Navarro, Raffin, Hernandez, Xavier Simon, Nakashima, Paoli, Edgar Pons, Bassani. And you've got Ika, Manzi, and Andrea Locatelli at the back. So Oliveira leads, well, joint leads with Marquez, who are just a single point ahead of Morbidelli, who's been so close to victory in the first 2 races, but hasn't grabbed one yet. With Luti in 4th, Piscini 5th, Baldassari 6th, Nakagami in 8th, up ahead of Zabi in 9th, with Bagnaia in 7th, and McDonald gets into the top 10 after his superb performance. 4 points ahead of Marini, who's up ahead of Agata now, with Kent in 13th, Quartaro 14th, Corsi 15th, Raffin 16th, and Surin in 70th. Brad Binder, best of the non-point scores, with Shirota in 20th and Cortese in 25th. As in the constructors' standings, Cadillacs lead by 4 points to the KTM, with Suter up to 3rd, 6 points ahead of Tech 3, and Speed up on the scoreboard now, those 2 points from Corsi in 5th. So the first time in Moto2, McDonald smashed it. And can he do it next time in America? The 3rd round of the season, round the circuit of the Americas, where McDonald has shown pace in the past, but not quite got the results, especially Moto3 last season. Can he bounce back like he has shown in Argentina? In America, find out next time. South watching, I'll see you then.